Welcome back to the live stream, everyone. Today is June 25th. I'm just going to get everything set up here and then we are going to get back to work on Jayda's journal. All right. Hey, how are you? I'm going to do a quick flip through here before we get back into May. We've got our January New Year's theme. Welcome here, you guys. Hey, Stacy, Roselle, Elysian. February Valentine's. Lisa, hello. Hey, Ashley. Ooh. Got a yawn. March, Lucky Charms. Hey, Tunde. Good to see you. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Penny, yay. Hey, Lynette. All right, April, we finished yesterday and moved on to May. Hey, Gail. So that brings us to May. May is our berries and jam and toast theme. We did our memories page, title page, and then the 2-page calendar with a space for some notes. And next we're gonna do the trackers. Oh, perfect, you got yours today too? Nice. So for the sleep tracker, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with that one right away. Oh, thank you, Bam. Oh, yay, Ashley. I'm not sure, Roselle. We kind of just left that hanging for now. She was thinking maybe glue shut. I don't know. I feel like I would default to just leaving it blank sooner than gluing it shut, so that it's a little more 3D, and just in case she ends up wanting to put anything back there, but we'll see. Oh, Verlena. Hey, how are you? Casey, welcome here. Thank you guys for all the likes. Hey, Terry. Oop. I started writing 13, but then I remembered that those are the hours in the day, so it goes back to 1. Thankfully, I caught that nice and quick. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Christy, Anna, hello. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Erica, Brianna. All right. That's going to be our sleep tracker. Next is the mood tracker, and I'm going to go ahead and just pull up, I think she had a picture of a mood tracker that she liked. Long day, Terry. Were you working today? Okay, yeah, she had a mood tracker that was a bunch of strawberries. So we can go ahead and do that. We'll do strawberries and blueberries though, because she's got both in this theme. I'm wondering where I should put the title. Oh, hey Jayda, how are you? Maybe I'll just do the title up top with everything else. Good evening, Lynn. Aw, Darby. Liz, hello. Two, three, four. Yeah, pause and passies. I know, I think of that every time I'm late to something, like late to a live. I'm like, oh, I hope they don't think I'm, well, I mean, not that it matters if you think that, but they probably think I'm in labor right now. Nope. Just having a busy day, that's all. Not a busy day, just trying to do too much in a day, you know? I was at home the whole day, other than going to the park, but just trying to squeeze too many things into too few hours. Millie, I see that comment. I don't think I've seen any previous comments from you, but I do see that one. Hey, Terry. Lizette. Hello. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. Hey, Ray. 14. 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That ended up fitting perfectly. It's just an off-brand one. This is the one that I included in the journal kits. And I don't mind it. It's not my favorite. I don't know. I have never really had great luck with fine liners. Some people use them all the time. I feel like I never use them, and then when I do, I hate them. 2. Actually, maybe I should put the numbers outside. That's baby kicking against the table. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This one's a 03. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Yes, Emma. Put a big kicker in here. Likes to boot the table sometimes while I'm drawing. Hopefully, Christy. Yeah, we are days away from when baby should be here, but who knows? It's kind of awkward because I've got family coming to visit. Their visit starts a few days before our due date and then ends a few days after our due date. So part of me is like, get the baby out before so that we, you know, they want to meet the baby for sure. Otherwise we won't see them till Christmas. But also part of me is like, maybe get the baby out after so I can actually be part of all the, you know, we want to go to the beach and do all the fun stuff. It's just awkward timing. Otherwise I don't really care. I'm pretty content to just sit here and wait. As long as baby doesn't get too big, because I have had a 10-pounder and that was not an experience I would choose to relive. Yes, we'll probably go to the beach. We don't, well, I should say the lake, because I feel like when we say beach, lots of people think of ocean. We don't have an ocean anywhere near us. We go to the lake. We used to have a cabin at the lake. That was awesome. That was kind of our thing growing up as kids, was spending the summer at the lake. Yeah, sorry, Terry. We just think of like, you know, the beaches at the lake. But yeah, no ocean over here. I'm still gonna add these little marks on the berries, and same with seeds on the strawberries. Yeah, Canadian prairies version of the beach. We have tons of lakes. Tons and tons. So we've got lots of options, but no ocean. Yes, Lizette, my first baby was 10 pounds, 4 ounces. And that was just brutal. So that's the only reason I'm like, really want baby to come early. Other than that, I'm like, it would be kind of nice for baby to come early, just because, you know, the anticipation and the mental game at the end is the most annoying part. But that's the biggest reason I would like baby to come early. Just no more 10-pounders for me. Please. All right, what do you guys think for the headings? I should ask that now. So far we've used only blue as our big calligraphy color. Both of these pages will probably end up being colored in with both blue and red. But right now they look quite colorless. But what do we think for the text? Should we stick with blue? Should we do one blue, one red? Move to red since we've only been using blue? What do you guys think? Thank you, Jennifer. I'm gonna sip some tea here. Yes, we'll definitely keep the same theme. I just am curious about the font color. Stick with blue. I feel like I'm either seeing people say stick with blue or split it and do one of each. So I'm gonna start with blue. Sleep. The strawberries are her mood trackers. So there's one strawberry for each day of the month, and then, well, the berries. Each day of the month she'll color that day's berry in according to the key that she sets for herself, which I'll draw the key in just a sec, but I wanna write this in first. Okay, all blue. Well, maybe I'll stick with blue then, because that's been a fairly prominent answer. Mood. All right. And we'll do her key kind of on the sides because this page got pretty full pretty quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4 options. Oh, before this page, yes. We have our title page, memories, and then the calendar, and then the trackers that we just started. Hey, Alex. Darby, tonight, yeah, we'll work on May. I don't know, if we get to June, we'll work on June. I'm forgetting what the weekly spreads are like for January. Oh yeah, those ones actually usually come together pretty quickly. So we might start June. We don't have any orders that need packing, so we're just gonna hunker down and focus on Jayda's journal for the evening. And then same thing tomorrow. I'm planning to do anyways, an afternoon live tomorrow, which I don't normally do. Just to get a little bit more time together on Jayda's journal. Okay. Yes, I can do a flip through. I see a couple of questions about previous spreads. Let me flip through that once we finish this page. We're almost done. I'm just gonna add the drop shadow and then the white gel pen, and then we'll do a flip through. It's feeling pretty good, Yamil. There was a week where it was really bothering me, and then I feel like it got a lot better. Let me do a quick flip through for you guys. We've got our January theme, pink New Year's theme, and this is the weekly layout that we're about to do again for May. So we can start thinking about how we want to arrange title, doodles, that kind of stuff. February is the Valentine's theme with this little stamps layout. March, we have our Lucky Charms theme. And then April, we did a tulips theme. We had the Dutch door, calendar and notes, sleep tracker, mood tracker, and this is how the weeklies in April turned out. We just finished these yesterday during the live stream. And then we also started May yesterday. So we did our title page and memories page, as well as our calendar spread yesterday. And then we just started today with our trackers. We're gonna move now to the weekly spreads. So let me double check how many weeks we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And I need to also remind myself of the spacing that I used for January. So I started 2 from the bottom, 3.5. Yeah, 3.5, 7, 10.5, 14. Okay. That is what we'll do then. Zero, 3.5, 7. 0, 3.5, 7. Whoop. 10.5, 14. And I'm thinking black for these lines, hey? I know in the past we've sometimes used a color, but I feel like that works well if you have like one kind of darker color than the rest. Which we don't in this theme. We did 4, yes. So for this one, for the dates, I typically do one of two kind of formats for writing the dates when I do a weekly spread like this. The first one is what we did in January, just doing the big numbers and then stamping the day underneath. Or we could color a circle and then write the date on there, just like we did for the calendar, except for a bigger circle that fits this space more, and then stamp the day of the week underneath. What do you guys think? Big number or circle? We could do a poll for this actually. Yamil, would you mind starting a poll? Just two options. Okay, option one is going to be the big numbers that we did in January. So we're just trying to decide how to write our dates in here. Option one is like this, a big number with the day stamped underneath. Option two is going to be more like this, a circle, a little bigger than this, with the number written on top of it. So option one, big number with the day stamped under. Option two, circle, and then the day still stamped underneath. Let's see here. Oh yes, Paige, we did do this whole book by hand on the live stream. We're almost through our 5th month. I feel like the weekly spreads are always the fastest part, so we're getting there. Thank you, Kelly. I did a little tutorial video today on Instagram if you like this theme. It's so annoying. Instagram, I mean, they do longer videos now, but they always give you a warning. If your video is over 3 minutes, we won't show it to anyone who's not following you. And so I had to chop it down to 3 minutes, so I couldn't be as detailed with some of my explanations that I wanted. So sorry about that. Okay. Oh, that was actually really close, but number 2 won. Carson. Yeah, I made it my way. Just kidding. No. But I love that darker red. I had to. Could not pass up the opportunity. I know Lisa commented that I should, or she thought I did the jar as a notes box for a second and was just shocked. June's theme, that's a good question. I don't remember. I have it on my computer here. It just always takes a sec to refresh my Google form. Oh no, it didn't make me refresh. Okay, beach, lighter blue, pink and yellow with a hint of other colors or doodles. Pool floaties, umbrellas, towels, maybe some bubbles and ice cream or popsicles. And yeah, and as usual, our first stop will be her Pinterest board. So if you remember seeing any of those on there yesterday when we were grabbing our May inspiration, then you already have kind of an idea of what she's looking for. But yeah, that will be cute. The palette and the doodles remind me a lot of Janelle's July theme, which you guys asked yesterday what one of my favorite themes I've ever done was, and that was one of the ones that I gave as an option, so I love that color palette for summer. All right. Hi, Linda. How are you? How are you doing today? Let's see. We're starting on the 3rd here. Yeah. 1, 2, So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm not going to write these ones quite yet because I don't want to squish the white gel pen. So we've got 10, 11, and then we'll go here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I'll do this side later. So we've got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, oh yes, page 24, 25, okay, 26. This is actually my second last live stream before I leave for a bit of a maternity leave. So I am not taking any custom orders at the moment. I'm trying to slow down a bit right now. 30. Did we get that right? Yes. Okay, so then this is 24, 25. And then this one is 20. Oh, nope. I was looking at the wrong number. 17. I'm going to do an extra stream tomorrow, Kelly, since it will be my last one for a while. So that's my plan, is to stream tomorrow afternoon, which I wouldn't normally do, and then that will be my last one before baby. Yeah, Linda, this is May. Let me show you what we've been doing. We did this little berries and jam theme. This is as far as we've gotten, and then we're working on the weekly spreads right now. And it's time for me to stamp, but I want to make sure that all the white gel pen is dry. And while I'm stamping, we can decide what we want this top part to look like. So let me show you what we have done in the past. This is the same weekly spread, but obviously we used it for a different theme. So we need a to-do box, and we need the title and some doodles. So what kinds of doodles we use, what font we use, what kind of box we do, those things are still all up for up in the air. I was going to say up for discussion. I guess they are up for discussion. But yeah, so this is the theme that we're trying to use, this berries toast jam theme. And then we want to decide how to arrange this top part to fit a to-do box, title, and doodles. Let me start stamping. And yeah, if you guys have ideas, feel free to let me know. The more descriptive you can be, the more likely I will actually be able to visualize your comment. You're funny. last one. Stretching a little here. There we go. All right, so some options that I'm seeing. Ashley was thinking scalloped notes box or just lines, maybe blue calligraphy or May blue calligraphy and fruit doodles. We got all the stamping done. Let me see here. I'm just gonna divide the page in half. So yeah, we could do something like Ashley was saying. This is Ashley's daughter's journal, by the way. So we could do the notes box, have just like highlighted lines or whatever, and then do May over here, and then just change up the doodle each week. Like one could have a piece of toast that's being spread with jam. One could have a jar of jam. One could have just berries. You know, we could kind of do a different little doodle each week. Yeah. How does that sound? Okay. Then let's do that. I'm thinking maybe just black calligraphy for notes. I could even use the stamps to make it match with those stamps. And then we stick with our blue calligraphy for the title of the month. Yes, to do. Thank you, Paws and Passies. I do have a to do stamp. Let's see, how big are we gonna want that? Maybe I should wait a sec. And then we'll do blue calligraphy for May. Okay, maybe I'll just go with that then. Maybe we'll do the stamp that matches our weekly days of the week. Yes, Caitlin, I do post on YouTube. Not as regularly as I used to, but I do post all of the live stream replays to YouTube, and then once a month I post my own monthly plan with me. And I need to catch up on flip throughs. I have so many flip throughs filmed but not posted. By so many, I feel like maybe 4 or 5, which isn't actually that many, but still, I'm falling way behind. All right, how am I gonna do May? I could do it, just make it a little bit smaller. It wouldn't have to be much smaller. Actually, maybe it could be pretty much the same size and just do it like kind of across the middle or the top, depending what the doodle is gonna be. Or we could stack it, A-Y. I think we did that. Did we do that for May in Ashley's journal? That feels familiar. Yes, we did, because it was that flower theme. Yeah, I could flip the page. That wouldn't work as well for some of the doodles, you know? Like when we do the jam jar, that would really only work, I think, for the one where we're just sprinkling fruit around. But I do love vertical. Most of our doodles are tall doodles, like toast being spread and a jar of jam. Bottom. Yeah, that's fine. For all of them. And then fruit just scattered like above it. Because yeah, we kind of have 2 types of doodles. One is like a big feature doodle that some of the pages will have, and then the other option is just like scattered doodles. So should I do it at the bottom for all of them, do you think? Or do it in the middle for the ones with the scattered doodles? Smaller calligraphy. Could do that as well. I don't know if I have a matching blue in like an actual smaller brush. I can check. I also wouldn't really be able to, no, that doesn't really match. I mean, it's not like it clashes, but it's not the same blue. Bottom. Okay, maybe I'll just stick with bottom. We could do smaller calligraphy. The only thing is then I would, I think, default to doing the stamps so that it at least matches, because it doesn't really work super well to do the whole black drop shadow thing with smaller calligraphy, because then the drop shadow ends up being, you know, as thick as the calligraphy itself. And so yeah, I feel like we should either match this or match these by using the stamps. So if we're gonna go smaller, I would use the stamps. So yeah, I'm gonna default to the blue unless Ashley or Jayda wants to change that. Yes, I know everyone, yeah. Blue May is the default. It was Ashley who suggested the smaller, so I was just making sure, because it's Ashley and Jayda. I mean, it's Jayda's journal, but Ashley speaks on behalf of her sometimes when Jayda's not here. So that's the reason that I'm following up. It's not that I doubt you guys or that I don't like that option. Let's do some bigger doodles. I'm going to do the toast doodle on this page. Add some crust. I'll add some blueberries to this page yet, but I'll do those first. On this page, maybe we'll do just the fruit doodles. Oh, yay, Julia. Glad it arrived safely. All right, let's do our jar of jam on this page. I need to that's the part I like to outline first. The rest I like to draw first. Actually, I guess I could do the jar too. While I'm here, may as well just do some more outlining. Okay, we need one more doodle spot. We could do some more just plain fruit. I've been kind of alternating so far between big doodle, like kind of big feature doodle, scattered small doodles, big feature doodle. So it would fit to go back to scattered small doodles, or yeah, we could do like a basket or something. Thanks, Paige. Sorry, that is again some little feet kicking the table. Okay, basket. So like, are you thinking the type of basket where like you're out berry picking and you put them in a basket? Because that's what I think of when I think basket, like a kind of woven basket, wicker with a handle kind of deal. Are we on the same page? Yes, yes, okay. Perfect. Yes, we can do that. Courtney, yes, we do see you. All right, basket. So I'm gonna start off with maybe, now I'm thinking maybe I'll actually start off with a blanket kind of coming out of the basket. Okay, sorry. I know I always draw things in an order that I feel like probably looks kind of funny, but this is just what works for me. I'm gonna have like a gingham blanket sort of thing coming out of the basket. Okay, that's all that this black blob is for. Okay, now let's add some basket details here. Okay, now let's add some, oh, I've been using the other red for the strawberries actually. Some strawberries in the basket, some blueberries. I'm making them bigger than they obviously would be in a basket just because this is kind of fits with the size that we've been doing them in this theme. Okay. Let's add some leaves. Okay. Now to the basket, I'm going to add the kind of weaving pattern. Okay, now we're gonna add some shadows to all of our fruit. Just kind of shading one side a little bit. Then we're gonna add some black outlines. Oh, I didn't do the leaves there. No worries, I'll get them. Thank you. Yes, XX Fly Blue. That is exactly what we're working on, actually. This is a full year custom journal order for Jayda. So she chose all the themes, and then we get together every day on the live stream to draw them for her. Unfortunately, I guess, if you are interested in joining or in custom orders, this is my second last live stream before I start a maternity leave. So I've got a baby coming any day here, so I will not be following my regular schedule for the foreseeable future. Not really sure how long, but yeah, that's what we do. We do custom orders and we work on them together on the live stream every day. No puzzle piece. Thank you though, Pause and Passies. I feel like that was perfect timing. Okay, time to start outlining everything and then white gel penning everything. Thank you. Yes, Cindy Lou, so these are my pre-made journals. I've got a bunch of yearly spreads and then different themes for each month that you guys chose on Instagram. And it's like a coloring book and a journal all in one. This is all hand drawn, and then I had it printed into journals. Because yeah, obviously the customs are awesome, but I can only take a few a year, especially on years where I'm having a baby. And these ones take me over a month to do each one. So this is a much more doable option for me. It's available all the time. It's like 1/10 of the price because obviously I'm not pouring over a month's worth of work into every single one. So you just trace over the light gray parts, color in the doodles, and then you end up with a very cutesy bullet journal to use as your planner. So yeah, this is my pre-made one. We've got April is tulips. May is a pond theme, which I should have brought my current journal in here because I've colored up until July and they look so cute once they're colored. June is seashells. July is ice cream truck. August is our ocean theme. And then September is a sardines theme. October, the theme that you guys chose was journaling at a cafe. This turned out to be one of my favorite months because it's just so cozy. Coloring it like so. November is a knitting theme. December is a gingerbread cookies theme. So every month you've got an open page. I stamped this in. This page is normally open for you to use for whatever you need. A title page, a 2-page calendar. It's undated, so you can use it any year. This is also stamped in. This box is open for if you want a space for some goals or something for the month. Then we've got our trackers page, memories page. Oh, thank you so much, whoever just placed an order. And then weekly spreads. 5 weekly spreads for every month. I didn't color all of them for December, but yeah, that's the journal. Yes, I think I will add some of those black kind of grid lines to some of the weekly spreads, Pause and Passies. I think that's what we'll do. The cover it's a hard cover that is covered in fabric. So it's not flimsy like fabric, but it is a fabric, like a linen cover. You can find them on my website, which is linked in my bio, or go to RyleeAutumn.com. And I do have a discount code. It's livestream. That will get you 10% off. No problem. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, this is the same one that we did tulips in for the month of April. Paws and passies, I think so. It looks like, I would say we'll probably start planning June at least. I'm not sure if we'll start drawing it, but probably. We're going pretty quick today. We do have one order to pack up, but that'll be quick. Oh, thank you, Janice. No puzzle piece. 2027. Yes, yeah, this is Jayda's journal for 2027. Yes, don't worry, I'll fix the 17th. It's just kind of a... I'll probably do that when I'm doing the white gel pen so that it doesn't interfere with my current doodling, you know? To fix the date, I'm going to try just drawing over it with red marker. Some markers hold pretty well on top of white gel pen, but not all. So if that doesn't work, we could either paste a circle on top or find an acrylic red that matches and then just color over the incorrect white gel pen parts with that. All right, white gel pen time. I forgot to add the little lines to this page. The little grid marks that we've been doing. Oh yeah, and that strawberry is missing seeds. Classic. Okay. Now let's do our white gel pen. Show you. Just added some to the berries and the letters. I am going to do the drop shadow on the letters, but while I'm flipping this way, it works nicely to do the white gel pen. So I'm going to go this way while I do the white gel pen and then flip back this way when I use my black Tombow. Right. And then I needed to color over this part. Okay, so that did say 21. I colored over it to make it look like 17. The white might start shining through again. So after I'm done the white gel pen on this page, we'll check back in and see if I should do another coat. Oh, puzzle piece. No puzzle piece. So I think we're in the clear because I definitely started over an hour ago. Okay. It's still holding a little, but I am going to color over it once more before we move on. Because it's definitely looking a little bit lighter, like pinker where the white gel pen is kind of shining through. So let's just do a little bit of extra. Okay. And then we'll keep moving. Carson, I think we'll at least plan June and possibly start it. I guess if we would start it today, we could possibly even finish it tomorrow, which would be great because that's my last one. I'm hustling. No 20-minute Pinterest browsing. No promises. Okay, I think we're good. And last time we wrote J-A-M in some bouncy printing. Janice, do you mean like in my own journal, my monthly kind of setup video, or a monthly update of how this journal is going? Oh, no problem, Courtney. No, this is a 12-year journal. 12-month, full year journal. I just am taking my maternity leave starting next week, so I will only be working on it on live stream today and tomorrow. And then we'll be taking a break from the live streamed portion, but I will keep working on it. So that's how our fix turned out on the 17. If you look really close, you can tell, but I feel like it's a pretty clean fix. Nothing to stress over. Janice, I don't know if, I don't think I'll do a monthly checkup. I think I'll just kind of post little stories or little reels about it as I do it. That would be my goal anyways. And then I'll share a full flip through of it once it's done. But I want to try to do some kind of updates as I keep working on it. But don't be expecting those in the first couple of weeks of maternity leave, because I probably won't be thinking about it until at least a few weeks in. Okay. This is a Tombow Fudenosuke. That's the spelling there. This is just standard printer paper, so I can show you how it behaves on a thinner paper like this. So if you just color fairly softly, it's like that. If you push down a little bit harder, it's like that. So next to all the other water-based markers, it's pretty similar. All right. I will flip through May quickly, and then I want to get straight into Pinterest so that we can plan June. May, we've got our trackers and then our weekly spreads. I like how the basket one turned out too. I was planning to do a little pattern on the handle, but I forgot about that. That's okay. I'm happy with how it turned out. So that is May. We're gonna plan June. June is her beachy theme. So I'm just gonna head over to Pinterest and go to Jayda's account there so that we can look at her, the inspiration that she has saved for this month. One sec. Okay. So we just finished with all of these berry inspiration pictures. Now I'm just going to start screenshotting everything in her journal that has to do with her June theme, which was beachy, pool doodles, maybe some popsicles and ice cream, umbrellas, stuff like that. Okay, I want to swipe. And I want it to not boot me out after every swipe. So that's the inspiration that we have saved. And Jayda or Ashley, if there's like a specific like title page that she wanted, again, you can let me know. If not, I will look for different layout inspiration. So this is what we've got so far from Jayda's Pinterest board. This pool doodle, these umbrellas and towels. I remember when Art and Foxes did this theme. Very cute. Here's some bubbles and some popsicles. So I'm gonna come back into TikTok to see if I've missed any comments, especially from, she's not here. You know, she really likes that June title page of the pool. Okay. Well, we can do it the same, or at least close to the same, if you think she'd like that. Let's, okay, we can plan for that. Why don't we find a color palette then that we like? We know we need some light blues, and it looks like pink and yellow were the other colors on there, which is also what she had listed on her form as the other colors. So lighter blue, pink, and yellow with a hint of other colors. I've got a few light blues. I have so many good light blues. It's so hard to narrow them down. Okay, this is gonna be too many, but I love them all. That's gonna be option 1. We might actually need to use multiple of these together. Like 1 and 2 would fit well together if I needed a lighter and darker. Or 1 and 4, maybe not quite. Yeah, I'm thinking we will need a couple of blues. So I think these two make a good pair and these two make a good pair. So let's have it be 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then if we get one of these, then we'll just find a good pair in my drawer because I'm sure I have one. So let's take a vote here. Option 1 is gonna be to pair these two blues. 2 is gonna be that one, and then whatever I find in my drawer. 3 is that one, and then whatever I find in my drawer. And 4 is these two. So we've got a kind of a softer blue, a little bit more greeny blue. This is the same one that we used in Christine's quilts that we did for January. Loved that one. And then these two blues I use all the time. Whenever people ask for name pages in the Glacier Blue journals, I always default to those. Could you guys put your votes in the poll up there? That's the only way it will get counted, and then it doesn't fill the comments, so I can still keep track of what's going on in the chat. Thank you. Okay, and then we need soft pink. So I'll grab a few options for that as well. Did I swatch 403? No, I guess I didn't. What's 403? Do I not have that one? I mean, there are lots of Tombos that I don't have, so. 817, who said that? Okay, wait, which one won? Option 1, wow, by a lot. Okay, perfect. Decisive victory. Okay, I'm just trying to decide if I want to crack open my OBUJO markers at all, or if I should just, I have it and I didn't swatch it. What color is it? Like, I mean, obviously it's light blue, but why am I not seeing it? Is it light? Oh, no, it's too bright. We're going for a light blue. Sorry, Carol. I do have it, you're right. But I didn't swatch it because I just kind of categorized it as a darker blue. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'll add... Oh, no worries, Carol. If we need a dark blue somewhere, that wouldn't be a bad candidate. Like, it definitely fits with that family. I was just aiming for my lightest blues. Ooh, that is brighter than I expected. This one always looks so orange to me. Okay, so does that one. So I might just get rid of those two because I thought they would be a little bit more peachy, but they're quite orange. Okay, I feel like that's not a bad selection of pinks because she did say a light pink. So to go with this blue combination, we're gonna choose a pink. Option 1, 2, 3, or 4. The prompt was light blue, pink, and yellow. This pink is 772 that we use for everything. I feel like it always looks kind of gray when I compare it to other colors, but we love it. We use it for a lot. Don't count it out. The pull is in the top corner there. So you can choose option 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then we need a light yellow. I know we butt heads on this one a little, but I'm throwing my usual favorite in the ring. Those ones were pretty, hey Carson? I feel like they would only work with like a couple of these pinks though. My yellow. My favorite yellow for the past 6 years, yellow. Okay, number 2. 1 for the pinks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Goldenrod is, I feel like that's acceptable. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the yellows. We've already locked in this blue combination and this pink here. So let me know which of these yellows you think fits best with that. One, 2, 3, or 4. Go ahead and put your votes up in the poll right below my profile picture up there. Another landslide. I'm not watching the poll at all. I have my guess of which one people are voting for, but I don't want to say it yet because I don't want to contribute to the landslide. Okay, now I'll say it because there's only 5 seconds left. Is it number 1? That's my guess. I haven't looked at the poll at all though. We just used number 1 for April. Number 1, I feel like number 1 won by a landslide in April too, which I feel like we've never really used it much before, but it's getting its airtime in Jayda's journal. All right, there we go. We've got our main colors. I'm gonna actually keep this second yellow in because I feel like if I ever need to darken it up a little bit, this one would be perfect. So, the yellow one actually is one of the Lyra brand Aqua Brush Duos. So its name is Light Yellow, if you find singles anywhere, and it's from the pack of 60. Okay, so we're gonna go with that pool theme, but I want to brainstorm a little bit about how we can change it up. So Ashley said Jayda just likes this title page as it is, which is fine. I don't love copying exactly. I don't love copying that much at all, but if that's what Jayda wants, that is what we will do. But I do want to change it up a little bit. Any thoughts on how we could change it up? Let me think here. We could put some floaties in the pool and write June somewhere else instead of having June in the pool. Yeah, the shape of the pool we can change a bit. But yeah, what do you think? Floaties in the pool, June somewhere else. I'm not sure where we would put June specifically, but flamingo floaty, that's cute. June on the umbrella. Oh, angled around the pool, that's cute. Yep, we could turn the pool and write June horizontal inside. Oh, flip-flops, definitely, Gail. Good thinking. This is gonna be another black outline theme, isn't it? We've had a lot of those in this journal. Okay. The thing is, I think we're gonna keep the bird's eye view, so I don't think I'll do June like in the sky or as clouds, or even like the adding drinks I feel like is hard with the bird's eye view, you know? They just look like circles. Oh wait, what did Yumil say that you loved? Just gotta scroll back for 1 sec. Floaties in the pool and June on towels. We could do that. Okay, well, let's just start coloring and it'll come to us, hopefully. Actually, I said that with too much confidence. Let me go to Pinterest and just search for pool doodles to get a little bit more inspiration. Pool doodles. Okay, yeah, this is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. And where to start screenshotting? There's a lot of good ones in here. Like that little ducky floaty, cute. There's flip-flops there, which we were already thinking of. Screenshot just a floaty. Oh wow, somebody did like the exact same thing for July. Also turned out very cute. I'm gonna screenshot this for those inner tube floaties. Here's some more like bird's eye view of umbrellas and towels and other beachy things. Okay, I feel like that's probably good. We have what we need from Pinterest, and that was quick. A quick Pinterest trip today. Okay, so I'm gonna change the angle of the pool, is what we're thinking. change the pool, put June underneath it on towels or not. I feel like if I do 4 towels anywhere, it's a lot to have in one spot. You know, it kind of fills that whole area. Let's just start with the pool. Okay, so we were thinking of turning the pool kind of on its side. I'm still gonna do a oblong pool because I think the shape of it was pretty cute. I kind of agree. I feel like the 4 towels, we can totally do it, but it would just fill like this whole area with very uniform towels, which I feel like the uniformity of it might not fit with the rest of the page, you know? We could do June, so we've got the pool sideways now. We could do like a couple bigger floaties and then have June smaller in the pool. Or we could do June like calligraphy right down here, have it right by the pool. June inside somehow and floaties too. Okay, yes, let's do that. Well, June kind of was floaties in the example, so I'm not going to do that this time because we want it to be a little bit different than the example. I'm going to do that little duck floaty floating over here, and then maybe another couple floaties, and then June smaller over here. So this is where the duck floaty is going to go. I don't want to make him too big because I want to be able to fit other floaties if we want. Beach ball, that's a good idea. Okay, and I think I will bring in one of these like peachy colors to add the bill on the duck floaty, and then maybe just another color for some floaties and beach balls and whatever. Okay, and then let's do I feel like I kind of want one more color to use. Maybe let's bring in that more vibrant blue because that would work well for like beach balls and just other doodles like that. So this is going to be a beach ball one day. I am gonna add doodles to that. I don't think it'll be sprinkles quite. I did see a donut floaty, that was cute, but I didn't, that's not the one I doodled. Because then I would have actually added a spot for icing and stuff. Okay. Now we gotta add the water. And for their water, they added a super light blue as the base underneath, which I'm gonna use this one for. And we're definitely gonna go in and outline this with black pen. Maybe I should have done that first, but whatever. Okay, and then we're gonna add the kind of, ooh, this blue is maybe a little bit brighter than I thought it would be. So let's do a mix actually of some lighter and some darker. A little bit too vibrant, I think, to be my main watercolor, but that's okay. I'll just do it for some. And then for the rest, we'll just double up, do a second layer of the one that we put underneath. Yes, Janice. there is the water. Now, I do want to doodle a few things around the edge of the pool. So let's do maybe a couple towels over here. I'm going to do a yellow striped one. And then let's do a kind of peach colored one. We'll do some white gel pen, like swirly suns on there. And a little pair of flip-flops sitting beside here. And then up at the top here, let's do an umbrella. Like this. Let's do another tube floaty kind of sitting by the pool. Sandcastle. Is that, you know, I love doing sandcastles. Okay. And then I feel like I might just do like a towel kind of coming from underneath the umbrella, and then I might just leave it at that. Oh, I wanted to use my slightly darker blue. Ladder going into the pool, I like the idea. I already colored all the blue, so I feel like it wouldn't look good anymore, you know? I kind of missed my chance to do that and have it look natural. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna leave the doodles for now. Let's color, or sorry, outline everything, and then I should probably go to bed. But I am glad that we got to get started on this one. I wasn't expecting to get to June. I didn't even want to be too confident and say that we would finish May. But that was a very pleasant surprise. All right, so let's add a little bit of white gel pen. Trying to decide if I want to add white gel pen on the water. You know how I do those like squiggly waters sometimes? Do I want to do that? Yes to the white gel pen lines. All right, we'll just add some like squiggly wavy lines then all over the water. All right, there we go. Let me hold that up so you can see what we did with the white gel pen there. Just added some designs to some of the towels, kind of a marbly look on the water, and then some highlights to our little floaties. And that is the cover page for June. So you can see, I'll show you our inspiration picture, which she really liked it as is, so we didn't want to change it too much, but we also didn't want to just copy directly because it's more fun coming up with our own things. So this is what we decided to do with this. Oh, hey Jayda. Yay, I'm glad you like it. Audrey, let me see here. A quick question, just received my order. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. No, that is not normal. However, I don't quality check all of the white gel pens. I kind of expect OBUJO to do that before they send them to me. So I'm very sorry to hear about that. If you ever order another one, please leave a note and I'll send you extra. But yeah, that happens sometimes where some of them are just a little bit, I mean, I've never had one that totally doesn't work, but I've had some that aren't as juicy as the other ones, which is also unfortunate, but it's just kind of how it goes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My OBUJOs, I've used, I think, about 6 of them now. And one of them was not as juicy as the others, but they've all worked. Like, I've never come across one that like wasn't usable. But I know with like jelly rolls or even the Uniball Signo, I used to always get a 6-pack and it would be like very normal for 2 out of the 6 to just completely not work, which I don't understand. It's like, I don't know. I think you could get the formula down before you start mass producing them. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, Audrey. I do not check all of the white gel pens. So it must have been a dud from our friends at OBUJO. April, we did a tulips theme. All of our trackers and our weekly spreads. And then May, we started yesterday and finished today. We've been flying now that we haven't had any promos going. We have our title page, memories page, 2-page calendar with a spot for some notes, sleep tracker, mood tracker. These are all going to be colored in during the month. That's why they're so black and white. And then these are the weekly spreads that we did for May. So same layout every week, but a different doodle each time. So we've got a basket, some jam, some mixed berries, and then some toast with berries. And then we just started June. This is where we will pick up tomorrow. I am gonna take you guys down for the night. But yes, tomorrow, I don't normally go live on Fridays, as many of you guys know, but I'm planning to start my maternity leave Monday of next week. So I'm doing an extra live this week. Hopefully we can finish June tomorrow. That would be awesome to end on that note of getting halfway through the journal. So my plan is to be live tomorrow afternoon, whatever time it is for you right now, about 8.5 hours earlier than this is when we will be back together to start working on the rest of the month in Jayda's journal. So we'll come together, we'll brainstorm how we want to lay out the memories page, the trackers pages, the calendars, the weekly spreads. All of that we will do on the live stream tomorrow. So yeah, feel free to join us there. If you like to know in advance when I'm going to be live, what I'm going to be working on, or I guess in the case of my maternity leave, if you would like to see updates on how things are going and maybe be involved in some polls, not in a live stream, but in my Instagram stories, please join me over on Instagram. My account there is Rylee Autumn. I also have a YouTube channel where I share all of these live replays. So the past like year's worth of live replays, over 100 custom bullet journal flip throughs, lots of tutorials. You can find me on YouTube as Rylee Autumn as well. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. If you do decide to place an order, it will be packed and mailed this weekend, and you can use the discount code livestream for 10% off. Have a good night, everyone.